Assalamu alaikum, everybody. What is the second week of the playoffs? MB podcast is officially back. I know it was a very long time. We took a bit of a break. As football started, so Thursday and Sunday we had some things we had to take care of. Sorry about that.
Started.
Shabab, how do you guys feel about big playoff win? How do you guys feel about the week in general?
Honestly, just great. I mean, a lot could have gone better, but great after everything. And going into week 2, we feel confident. We've versed this team before.
I will say, overall as a whole, the draft season has been a crazy success. The way everybody is spread out and how competitive all the teams are is amazing. You had the 5th and the last place team play, and even though their game ended by 13, the game was down to the wire almost.
There was actually only
Medina,
one game.
Istanbul was 2. Amman and Tehran was down by 1. Even Joe Capone's dad came up to me and Hassan and he was like, "This is an amazing league. The way the competition is spread out is so great, and everybody's competitive and it's all very even and it's just great to watch." And I was like, yeah,
we expected a blowout and maybe 2 of these definitely, and ironically the only game there was a blowout was the one that we predicted wouldn't be a blowout.
That was supposed to be the game.
So that goes to show the competition, where everyone's at in terms of competition.
Well, speaking about that blowout,
let's get into it. I predicted this wrong last week. Kashgar versus Timbuktu.
That brother Shazib, he's been hooping the last couple of weeks, bro.
2 points.
What I find surprising is I asked Ahmed, their captain, and maybe a couple other guys who went off.
Isn't Shazib the captain?
Well, he is the captain.
Whatever.
The real captain.
Yeah, there we go.
He's a goof, that's what it is.
Who went off in the game? He's like, no one really went off. And then I saw the stat line, so kind of odd, but it goes to show that the way they were playing, it didn't feel like someone was just dominating. It was just a team effort.
Yeah, you guys were playing, but so you guys didn't get to watch the game. But this game wasn't even close at all.
Yeah.
Literally, they came out and they were up 20 in the first 10 minutes. You knew the game was gonna be bad when Ahmed came down, hit a pull-up 3 on the fast break.
I'm convinced. I'm convinced.
You knew that game was gonna be bad.
I'm convinced. That's got to be his only one of the night.
100%.
We're
only
on for 5,
shot.
of course.
The rest were a little bit short. The knee got sore after that one.
This nigga's horrible, bro.
But bro, Shazib was hitting 3s. He hit his turnaround signature. He hit the reverse layups. Anything you could think of, he was pulling out the bag. He was barking at him. Mohammed was grabbing rebounds, scoring points, and the unsung hero that we've been talking about every single week since he's come on, Hobby, did his thing again for the Timbuktu team. If there was a pickup of the year or addition of the year, he would have won it for sure.
Yeah, the sanction.
What MBR doesn't take into account is defense. Just man-to-man, lockdown defense, and that's what he's got.
Bro, he just he's just a pest. 40 minutes, he's full court pressing. He doesn't run out of energy. He just plays great defense. He actually missed a couple layups. He could have probably ended up with 12 points. So even on offense, he was getting to the basket, and he's just an awesome pickup, bro. He's just a really good player to have on your team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, Khalid Sahwai doing his thing again. Awesome performance from Kobe.
They're about to have him working next week too, though.
Working.
What they're about to do, bro.
Honestly, though, with Khalid, Hobby, and even Mehdi was telling me, Mohammed does a really good job in the paint. He clogs the paint too. He was like that's a tough team to get through.
Bro, the best thing about this team is they are so happy to be with each other on this team. They love the team chemistry is through the roof. Shazib is so glad with Mohammed on the team. So, I mean, that's the type of the passion that we talked about, the defense that they bring. That's the type of thing that'll win you a championship.
Yeah. And they have playoff ed.
Come on, be serious right now.
He was shooting around, and I came up to him. I was like, "Yeah, they don't know about playoff."
Did he pass much or no?
I don't think yet.
No, not yet.
He said he's waiting for the championship game.
League records.
League records.
I'm pretty sure it's
I think he's saying it's 5
very
points.
close. Yep, he's 5 points away. Yeah. Go ahead.
4,200.
No, he's AFA though.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, he told me he was like, I might just have to go for a career high 6 points in the championship game.
Question is, do we do like a LeBron pause the game, a whole
ceremony?
Speech? Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down. Honestly.
Jaime comes out with the bouquet, like, yo, oh my God, Eddie.
That's kind of fun. I would, bro. I would. For Ed,
All right, Ed, you know what to do, bro. Once you hit that 3, just stop in the corner.
2 threes.
Just
That's
nail
what
down.
we need. 2 threes.
We'll tell Ahmed to take a timeout on purpose.
Alright.
He'll be straight.
Alright, on the Kashgar end,
not much to talk about here.
Well, there's not much to say.
I wanna go back and check some.
It just kind of looked like one of those games, bro. Like, it just seemed like nothing was going right for them. Timbuktu just wanted it more. 50-50 balls, they got it. Kashgar got 2 techs. Yahya got one. Hasnan got one. So they were frustrated, like, from the start. It was kind of like that Giants-Cowboys game yesterday. Like, anything that could go wrong went wrong for Kashgar, and they got
Well,
cooked.
that was embarrassment.
Yeah.
So all you Giants fans,
Well,
don't show your face
bad.
on Wednesday. 40-0 is a crazy. At least Kashgar had 34 points, Yanni. There's bad day.
That was a good one, bro.
It's bad day.
Yeah, no, that was atrocious, bro.
I mean,
Oh,
but
but if, like, you know, we're going to talk about the season and reflect on
Exactly.
the season. Mehdi, Rookie of the Year
Great game.
candidate,
Yeah.
amazing season.
Let's see what's average.
Hasnan, great trades to make this team competitive.
Yeah, awesome trades. We saw flashes from Yahya Yanis, you know, getting out of his brother's shadows, and he was able to, like, show us that he has, like, a little bit more skill than
He
everybody
has his own
thought he did.
personality.
Yeah.
We saw Afan also show us flashes. Still hasn't really given us, like, what we really want to see from him. We really think he could be, like, a top
The
guard.
expectations are a little higher for sure.
But I liked what I saw this year.
Mm-hmm.
You forget that he's still, like, 17. I think he, like, just
Exactly.
started driving, like,
Yeah.
last month.
Yeah.
And we saw Ahmed Abid cemented himself as a very good big
Very
in the league,
solid,
Yeah,
right?
and he
Very
might be
solid
most
mix.
improved too. I'm not gonna
And he
lie.
cemented himself on
Oh.
almost back, too. But great job, Ahmed Abid.
Rookie newcomer.
Oh, Glendy,
Glendy.
too. Glendy established himself as, like, you know, he's a good
Legitimate
basketball
scorer.
player.
That's
Like,
a scorer.
He can hit threes. This game didn't really do him any justice, 0 for 7.
I mean, I don't think it did any of them.
Kind of looked like Daniel Jones talking about the Giants game. But great team, Kashgar.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were really fun to watch. Great season, Shabbat.
I ain't much to talk about in terms of the game, but
Yeah.
they got cooked.
Nah, you guys got cooked.
They got
It really was not.
Until next season, you know.
Jeez.
Like, if you guys saw the video of that Hassan posted in the chat with Jaime and Mudge reacting to the game, that was everybody's
A lot
reaction.
of these guys see a camera and go, yeah, let's go chill in front of it. A lot of these guys are goofs, bro. I was so mad. Bro, it was like a good maybe 5 minutes of the game. Like, bro, what are you doing? Get out
Well,
the way.
gotta get to that
They were
game.
trying to get pictures for you guys,
I'd rather the film, I'm gonna be honest.
bro. Speaking of that game, Suba Jeddah. I'll be honest, bro. I saw Hassan and almost lied Fausto at 20 before the game. And that's really what happened
You
at
know
the
me
end.
and Fausto are good friends. Come on.
Foul stop.
That's what happened, bro. Suba really, like, pushed them, I think. Like, they gave you guys a run for your money, but in the
They're
end,
not a bad team, yeah.
you know,
We were just a little
you
bit.
guys.
I'm hearing some people thought we were the underdogs going into this. Huh?
Cool.
I don't know about all that.
No. No, who?
No.
He's pointing at you!
Me? Yes.
I said you guys were the underdogs?
You said. Oh, I don't know.
Said they
Okay.
have-
Okay.
Why?
No.
Here comes
He
the
didn't-
cap.
Okay.
Here
Okay.
it comes.
Okay.
Here it
Wait,
comes.
I'll defend him. He didn't
And
say.
he said
didn't
who
say,
said-
You know, he didn't say.
I'm
He didn't
convinced.
say he expects Suba to win, but he said he's heard we're underdogs from some people.
So who was
So it
Suba
really
underdog?
comes from him.
Oh! Okay, this is what happened. Shafiq said that Suba has a little bit more talent than Jeddah. So then after that, like, you know, it wouldn't be crazy for them to have...
This is given jihad is out. Everyone knows
It wasn't
jihad
just
is out.
Shafiq, actually. It was like a group of us. It was
There you
like
go.
Shafiq, Mana, like Ilyas, like we were all sitting down, and then
The roach? The freaking roach was talking?
Ilyas like turns around and he goes, "Where the hell's Nader, bro? Where the hell's Jihad?" And then they saw that you guys didn't have either, and he was looking and he was like, "Oh, Suba like might have a little bit more talent now, like, you know, other than Jeddah having just like, you know, you two guys and stuff."
They
But
definitely do. They definitely did have
That's
more
not like a
talent
crazy
overall.
take at
It's-
all.
It's not crazy.
but
It's the right
underdog is Shwayt reach there.
This is not my words, alright? Not my words.
I mean, bro, like if you looked at it, the first half,
That was a close game the whole
Like,
time, bro.
yeah.
They were in it the whole yard.
It really was. It really was. They were making us work. We thought right off the bat because the score was 10-1. I'm pretty sure.
It's
We
just
thought we were gonna
after
win.
a while, like when Almud is hitting threes from half court and Hassan is getting to the line and hitting layups on three people. Like, it's kind of like demoralizing. And then at the same time, Suba could not hit a three in this game. Like, I know Matic was shooting great, but other than him, like, I saw a lot of open threes. Like, Amir maybe had like 3 open threes at the start of the game, and he couldn't hit one. And Mido Zubi, he went 1 for 5. He could barely hit. Zayn went 0 for 3. Like, I really think they couldn't hit any threes, and you guys were just hitting everything. You and Hassan, like, 7 for 14. Hassan, when he hears the buzzer, going down, it's just magic. Magic. The ball it goes out and it just falls in
every
the
time.
No matter
Every
what.
time.
It feels good.
That must have been 3 or 4 times this season.
Yeah, it must be like 4
at the half.
Yeah, at the half. Yeah.
It was amazing performance by those two guys. Bradley Beal and John Wall, whatever you want to compare them to. They did a great job.
62 out of 71.
62 out of 71.
What's the math on that, bro?
Percentage-wise?
Yeah.
I'm asking them.
You guys are the ones in school, bro. Congratulations.
71.
Yeah, tell me how much.
93. No,
91.
less than that. Definitely less than that.
You stick with
86.
that?
91, bro.
86.
87.
87.
All the talent. You're garbage at basketball, but you know what you're doing when it comes to that, bro. Yeah.
No, it was just an amazing performance, bro, by you guys, to be honest. That's what got you guys through it. That's what got you guys through the whole season. That's what's been getting you guys through it. Probably won't get you guys through it next round, but...
I'll tell you the difference. I'll tell you what the real difference was, honestly. Me and Hassan got going in the first half.
I didn't, though. I started off horrible. I had like 3 turnovers.
Alright, well, one of us got going in the first half.
Yeah, you did.
Usually,
I was losing that.
we have to like warm up the engine and then go. But we did
basically what you're trying to say is we scored first.
No, this is what happens.
No season.
Typically, it takes almost a little bit of time to get into the game. But this game, he hit 2 threes and a layup, and he had like 8 of the first 10 points. So did he have a layup or a mid range or something?
Still.
Yeah. So like once Almud like gets hot at the start of the game, like he's gonna have a good game, and then he just ended up taking it to like a different level. You guys probably don't know this. When you hit the half court 3, Fausto like turned around at your parents and he was like, "Someone call the fire department."
He did do it. I told him after. I was like, "Fausto, I didn't hear it."
He was like, "Someone call the fire department. You gotta bring out that fire." And then your dad just started dying.
Yeah, I took that from. And that's good right here, bro. Coming out of the half, he was like, "Yo, Ahmad, they're guarding you off on when you're coming down the ball."
Oh no, say it right, bro. Wally, we were at I'm gonna pull it up in the video. Bro, so we're at the half and like the half just finished.
This is halftime, right?
And it's about to start the next half. And I'm literally at coach, I was come. Yo, bring up the basketball. And I'm pointing at one of the exact spot where he shoots it. The exact spot. I'm like, bro, take up the basketball. They're gonna drop. And if you get to here, pull it. Just if you get right here, if you hit here, pull it. And he goes, bet. He gets it and he shoots it. I was like, oh, that's money. I knew. I knew. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I've been saying that, bro.
Does that count as extra assist? Does he get 9 assists for that?
Bro, I'm always one or two off the triple double.
Obviously, Ahmad and Hassan carried like the scoring load and they did amazing. But there is 3 other players on the court, so they did have to play great defense. They did their job.
And without a doubt, like I'll say this here, and I've yet to say this to them. I feel like formally. But honestly, bro, the screens are crazy. Like,
and
the
Abada just plays for the
insane.
badge, bro.
Bro, the screens are amazing.
He got to come down a little bit.
Abada, the passion. The passion from Abada.
He wears the badge. He wears the badge. Well, he wears
the
badge.
He tried to take a charge on stage.
I'm not gonna lie, he sold this so well because the way he felt, I was like, bet.
Crazy.
I was convinced.
It's not that obvious that he's flopping. If he is,
Walla was convinced.
But
I was convinced he did. I was gonna bet Charlie.
Like overall, Suba, like reflecting on the season, Amir played good again this game. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot 50%. He caught Hassan jumping for joy and hopscotch a couple times.
Oh, the play that I didn't touch him. But I swear I didn't touch him.
Then you took 4 steps and caught Ahmad and Hassan on the same play on that one.
I travel. But I lucked out though. They gave the foul.
They called the foul. They called it on me. It was
definitely on him. By the way, I swiped down my whole basketball. I didn't touch his hand.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't touch him either.
Matic Zubi had an amazing performance. 7 for 12.
No, he did great. He was lighting us up.
He had me sprinting at him at the end of the game.
He was lighting us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zayn a little bit lackluster, to be honest.
He missed a lot of easy ones.
He did miss a lot of easy ones, but I do feel like the way you guys were playing zone, I feel like once he got at the line, if he just took a dribble, he could have got a shot anytime.
But we gave it up at like 5 minutes in the game.
But
we gave it up early.
We gave up.
We gave it up.
We did give it up early.
Yeah, very early.
I don't know. It's kind of been the same thing over and over again with the Suba team. Like we've been saying, they have a lot of talent. They should be better. And
Just honestly, looking at it like from the season perspective, it's honestly crazy to me that they didn't buy a win.
Bro,
like it's crazy.
Every single game they're in it, and then they just find a way at the end to lose it. Literally every game I could remember, they're in the game. They're up 2, down 2, up 10, down 10, and then it flips and they end up losing.
Yeah, it's really odd. It's really odd.
Maybe you guys aren't praying Sunnaz. Like I don't really know, to be honest, bro. I don't know.
But props to them, man. They kept it close the whole time, bro. All I had to stress it.
Hey,
But, yeah.
we got it done though. On to the next week for us.
Even Coach Mudge couldn't help you guys. So,
Next game.
he helped Hassan's film, but not the
Look
team.
at the fucking guys, bro. Please move out the way, bro.
This game, Istanbul
Game winner,
Medina.
Istanbul Medina.
They just had a banging game last week, and then they come in this week and they have another amazing.
Hey, but they
game.
made 0 adjustments and they zero. How do you go? How do you lose a game and make no adjustments, Tofik? Wallah, how? No, explain that to me, please.
What happened?
No adjustments. Well, I thought. What did he score the game before? Now we're gonna do we're gonna check. Because they played each other.
Oh, but what adjustments are you doing when the guy hits 5 threes?
Wallahi, I'm sending 2 people on him before he crosses half court. Wallah.
He had 25 the game before.
He improved that figure.
Okay,
Unless shots.
No, but I'm pretty
Unless
sure.
shots.
I'm pretty
Where's
sure.
the playoff game?
I'm
I
not
don't know how to play
positive,
This is so weird.
but like,
Oh, right here.
29. He had 29 the second game.
He shot one more
One
shot,
less
scored
shot,
4
yeah.
more points. Though his stat line's identical.
oh wait, hold on.
What?
Oh, I'm not the one he didn't.
He didn't check in?
No wonder they lost.
He didn't check in?
Oh, wow.
What? Like that's
What
they
did they change?
they made the adjustment in the wrong direction.
What the hell's going on?
Wow.
Yo,
Wow.
if that Amir Charkers floater, that's getting swatted.
Come on, be so serious. Be so serious.
That's Dwight Howard. That's
Be
Zion.
Be so serious. He's sending that, bro.
Bro, I don't know about this game plan, coach. I know. You're, member of the league. You want inclusivity. You want everybody to get minutes. Brotherhood. You put the people first.
Yeah.
We
But
yeah, we get it.
Not like this, coach.
playoff.
You know what's crazy? Look, when you think about it, the guy they traded took him out. That's what it is. They had him in Charkis, and they took him out.
Makes sense.
So
Okay, I'm not positive, right? But I'm pretty sure Splash was guarding him for a little. Joad guarded him for a little. Hassan guarded him for a little. I think I guarded him for a little too, and he got into foul trouble again. He ended with 4. I forget when that 4th foul came, but I remember him getting quickly 1 or 2, and then he had to switch. But I mean, overall,
I don't know. I can't be that hard to keep your hands up.
this game was pretty end to end. Joad played really well. I remember Joad playing really good, and then the stats say 6 for 14, 18 points. So
14 is not bad though.
no, it's
not
very good. Very
yeah.
good.
No, it's good.
That's
Yeah.
a very good game considering he shot 14 threes last game or something. So I remember him playing very well. Overall, the team in general played really well. Me and Hassan were watching the game. I'm shocked that I felt like Suhaib was a part of every single play, and I remember him making a bunch of
6 assists.
I remember him making a bunch of great passes. So he really I think came into his own the last couple of games and started to become the facilitator, passer. I think Istanbul was starting to figure it out a little bit.
I mean, it kind of just switched from the last game. So Hayes shot really well. I forgot who else. Maybe Splash shot really well the last game, and then this game switched. Joad shot really well, and then Splash and Sohaib didn't shoot.
They started to play as a team collectively. There was no ball hogging at all in the last 3 games by Istanbul. Everybody was getting shots, and the ball was actually moving very nice. Even that last shot where it went to the corner, then Sohaib got it in the corner, and Sohaib drove and kicked it to Adil. It was really nice basketball.
Their defense was kind of
always.
wow.
No
That's
defense.
been Istanbul's
That's what we do.
thing from the start, but it is what it is for now.
But on the Medina side, fake knee injury is cooking, bro.
Well, that old man putting in work, bro. Haram what they got him
crazy,
doing.
bro. He could come straight from the retirement home, arthritis, whatever you need. He puts that band on, he just goes back in time.
Oh, now that old man is impressing me, bro. If he wins next week, I'll
I'm saying.
I'll be.
I've been saying this since way before, bro.
Yeah.
4X mauve salmon tea under the jersey. You tell me who else is doing that in the world?
Yeah.
And then he bought some curries to match, pink curries, with the.
No, he's him, bro. Wallah, he's him. Wallah,
When
he's
he hit
him.
that buzzer beater, the person will remain nameless. But he went, Amir Charkis is the best player in the league. Amir Charkis is the best.
Do you know what he said after he hit that, Amir?
Who?
He went up to the scorer's table and going back and he goes, I'm him, like that.
Oh.
Austin Reeves.
That's hard, bro. That's hard.
He look, he got the Austin Reeves cut too.
Bro, he's like that. Bro.
A little bit.
Yeah, but he's balding a lot more than Austin Reeves.
That's
Yeah.
show you the Austin Reeves to Kobe.
Essentially.
I understand.
Transition.
I understand.
Transition.
8 to 24. I understand. I understand.
These Medina box scores are starting to remind me of Lagos, man. You have that one guy that's scoring 20 or whatever plus every week, and then you have the other two that are stamped for like 12 to 20.
Yeah, okay. Like Mo Musri, we have to give him more credit because every single week it's 4 threes.
Really?
Like as a shooter, like Almar will understand. 4 threes consistently every game is like it's tough, bro. What?
No.
What did he say?
I'm not trying to hate on him, but you just said something. I just made a comment quick. It's nothing important.
I'm just saying, he hits 4 threes a game.
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
pretty impressive.
Please take notes on us. 4 threes a game consistently out of you is impossible.
Still hasn't answered us on the pod. Not once. But
Should do nah. He's
Nah.
beat.
if they win next round, he
We'll
deserves it.
vote him. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna have to call in Charkis too if they win next
Another-
round.
Group
I gotta call in him. That's
Another
it.
unsung hero. The last 2 games, Mustafa Abbasi's played really good defense on Adid these last 2 games. Like Adid struggled, I think, the last 2 games. against
People tend to
7
focus on his offense, his inefficient shooting, but like he'll put up those points consistently. May not be the best efficient
Yeah,
shooting all the time, but he plays great defense. all the
Adid had
time.
look identical. Adid the first game 3 for 11, 8 points. Adid the second game 3 for 11, 7 points.
See exactly.
Mustafa Abbasi was all over him.
Yeah. So Mustafa Abbasi is gonna play great defense no matter what. So he might not have the best looking game in terms of
Percentages.
shooting, yeah. But at the end of the day, he's gonna play that great defense.
But it looks like that's like their thing. Yeah, they just all even like Eggy, Jaime, Sufyan. Sufyan had a crazy block. He blocked someone pretty badly. I forgot who it was. He went up for like a putback. Sufyan just swatted it like out of bounds. Like they all tend to play pretty hard defense. Coach Bilal Abbasi, after Shafiq dropped the 40 ball on him, made some adjustments. He finally made Medina a defensive team. If only he could do that for the Giants now, that'd be banging. But we'll talk about that later.
It's sick on this team. What's sick about this team is they each have their role and it's clear cut.
Yeah, and they all like follow.
And they
it's
follow
great.
it to a T. Like they have their defensive guys, they have their rebounding guys, they have their main scorers, they have their
Shooters.
Their shooters,
all-
exactly.
yeah,
They
yeah.
have all that set in stone, like, and it's so obvious who they are.
They have a really good squad, and like,
Yeah.
Amir Charkis is very hard to guard. Like a guy of his size, his strength, he has a nice handle. He can shoot
He
deep
just
ball.
shoots, hits tough
Gets to the
buckets,
line.
tough
yeah,
buckets.
like it's
man.
just that's why he's the leading scorer in the league.
Yeah,
You can do it all, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So great season in Istanbul. Way to bring it together at the end there, but yeah, everyone's gonna.
And we liked seeing some familiar faces that weren't in the league. Like Joad wasn't in the league a couple years ago. He
Yeah.
came back. It was nice seeing him.
Yep.
Suhaib was in the league the last 2 seasons, but he was like, it's nice seeing you guys like coming back
coming back
over
consistently
and over again.
Yeah,
So that's awesome. And purple pants with 100% from the field. We didn't even talk about that.
What's new, bro?
What's new? I like that. What's new?
bro?
All right, and the last game from round one, Ahmad Tehran, it came down to the wire. We had a potential 2-game. It was a 1-game winner, we thought, and
It was a
then
pretty banging
Ah.
week of NBA, man.
Yeah.
A solid week.
These 2 games back to back.
Yeah.
playoffs, baby.
We watched
Playoffs.
Amir Charkis buzzer beater, turned around for like 2 seconds, and then we saw the Shiesty buzzer beater.
Yeah.
That was probably the only shot the Shiesty took this whole game, 2 for 4. We're gonna need to switch that if we beat Lagos next week. But
Well, I can't imagine shooting 4 shots in a game, bro. All impossible.
doing cardio.
All impossible. 4 shots is like that's the warm up. That's when that's like
You're allowed to have 4 just to
I
get
actually
going.
the blood
I
warm
realized
up.
this.
Yeah, I start off every game over 4.
Bro, nobody
No
shot
one shot
double
10?
digits.
What is this?
Well, Jojo had 15 points on 6 shots.
This is
Wow,
blasphemy.
Sway cheating, huh, cuz? That's cheating right there, bro. 4 points on 6. It's 15 points on 6 shots, bro.
6
Wow,
shots,
man.
bro.
9 shots. Wow, that's crazy.
You
Wow,
guys
that's
really took that passing that we were talking about the heart.
To
huh?
heart, for
Everybody
real.
was just
Everyone started swinging.
passing. Bro, man, everybody just played pretty well. I mean, obviously, we can highlight the Capone and the JoJos. Those are like the star players on the teams.
Say it,
but
please.
realistically, bro, everybody played great. Kabar, 11 and 9.
God, bro.
Was hooping, bro. Hooping. He had like
11 and 9 from Kabar.
He had like 4 straight in the clutch again. No, but this isn't like he's been doing this the whole year. Honestly, he could be up for DPO.
I'm looking at most improved, bro.
Yeah,
This is the first thing I went to look at. He went up 4 rebounds per game. Went up almost 5
look at
points.
these last 4 games: 9 and 11, 8 and 9, 4 and 10, 6 and 7, 11 and 9. It's bang.
Bro, they drafted him not expecting much, and he
they
destroyed the expectations.
They didn't even have Amr Khalaf this game. He was the main big.
Somehow I didn't realize. Somehow, some way.
Crazy. But bro, he played great. For San, 5 assists, 10 points. Jojo did his job. Like, you need 15 points from Jojo, and Capone came up big at the end, even though it wasn't a crazy shooting night. Like,
you know what it is? Look, I'm not trying to gas anyone up or put anyone away, but you know what? I think the reason why I think Capone only took 4 shots, you've seen Islam play defense on me. The defense that he plays, where he's just in my face, not literally just, here's me, and this is him for 40 minutes straight, just sprinting at me. I saw him doing that to Capone. That's what it was. That could definitely, and Capone's the type of player that he's gonna be like, all right, he's like, all right, he's gonna guard me like this. I'm not gonna take the dumb shots. I'm gonna give up the rock.
Yeah.
But still surprising, no one else took 10. But
I mean, overall, it was a
good performance from him, man. They almost at the end fumbled it. It was a travel call, and then Ali Sofiane hit a layup, and
Farzad hit a big 3. Farzad hit a big 3. Ramzi traveled.
Oh,
yeah. Farzad hit a big 3.
You know what's crazy? I thought
Ramzi
they called a
traveled.
foul too.
I thought it was.
No. You know what happened? The ref did. I
to.
think the ref did this. Realized, nah.
It was
Everybody yelling.
It was definitely.
But I thought it was a foul before a travel. I think
pushed,
too.
Yeah, I thought
he hit him and then he traveled.
Nah.
But the game almost flipped completely, and then even after Shiesty hit the N1, Hafiz still had a wide open 3 at the top of the key to tie the game.
You can't get a better shot than that.
You're happy with that.
So like both teams had their chances. Adi Hassan, we've been saying that he had to score the ball and be the Adi Hassan we expect. He played better this game than he had been playing the last 3 games, but still not enough. The 3 ball just seems off. I know his knee's messed up. He feels a little bit injured, so inshallah, he gets better. In hindsight, Ali Sofiane, amazing season.
Well,
great
basketball.
Great rookie season.
He did great.
Great rookie season. If there was a little more,
17 points, 50%.
yeah, if there was a little, the numbers were a little inflated. He would definitely be a rookie of the year candidate.
Oh, 17
All the rookies were
50%,
Just
8 rebounds.
just scoring 20+ points a game.
He's a big body. Yeah, I expect him to be like an MB pillar.
He will be. As long as he's coming back, he will be.
Farzad, it was nice to see you back at the end of this, for this season.
Yeah.
You started to get your footing back in the end. I know you were like out of the country for like a really long time. They were telling me so. Hopefully you come back and we get to see prime Farzad again. I'll make a call to Big Doc Maraj and he could make the DACA team. Hafiz he doesn't stop. That's actually Tom Brady. He's been playing in the league since 2006. Actually, this is the Dr.
The
J
longevity.
Of the league. He probably had an afro.
His first season was 2008 on a team called the Dream Team. So do we even call teams that anymore? No.
He's been who?
أيام زمان زي ما بتحكي.
Ed was on that team. Farhad was on. God, Mudge was on that.
Farhad's like the Tom Brady. If we're gonna compare,
bro, all these dudes.
2000. Oh, their first season, the Dream Team. Show that Dream Team. Did they win it?
10-1.
First.
No, they lost.
No, they
Forfeit.
lost. They forfeit in the playoffs.
That's crazy.
I think there was a bye because this is week 13.
But I mean, who else? Islam Abbasi.
You know anybody here?
Great defense this season.
No one.
We're talking about Mustafa Barakat.
Wow, legacy.
0 for 0. How do you still go 100% on the field?
I don't know how he does that. Bro.
And you guys peeped this week? He was in the long sleeve.
Oh, was he? Oh, that's him.
The long sleeve under the jersey.
Bro, that's him, bro.
There was like we were chanting Raj versus Mustafa. Like, come on, go at him.
I got Raj in 4 though.
So Raj gets the ball at the top of the key, and he's starting to square him up. Ref had to call it dead because he saw Moose was coming. Straight clothesline.
Okay.
WWE
Makes
style.
sense.
You know, I'm just scared of him. I seen him in person in my own eyes.
In the long sleeve. It's crazy.
Thank you.
I'm
Come on,
saying,
bro.
I'm saying.
Raj, when he's around Moose, is like this.
It's terrifying.
You know,
shaking.
You remember in the football we played? Shit was out in Banner. Come on. He wasn't clamping that.
I'm just saying, bro.
Thank you.
I saw the goosebumps. From
Bro, he's terrifying.
That
That's
far
what I'm
you saw
saying.
that?
I swear, bro. I swear.
Bro, oh my, they weren't like goosebumps. They're like pimples from how big they are, but he's terrifying, bro.
I'm saying.
But you were there at the flag football. Come on.
Oh yeah. I remember this now.
You
Remember
know,
this
I'm
now.
that up, bro. Flames, bro. Come on.
Yeah, bro. Man, this was a great win. Like, it was hard fought. Both of you guys went back and forth. It was great to see that everybody's sharing the ball. I think you're gonna need a little bit of a different formula to beat Lagos next week, but overall, it's a win, and you can't complain with a win.
Yeah, they gotta lock in next week, Wallah.
Oh, they do. They really might have to put OG Capone on the sideline. That's what I'm saying. Because I heard him coaching up JoJo from the side. Like, they had like 2 fouls to give. They had 2 fouls to give, and he was like, "JoJo, come here." JoJo's like, "What?" He goes, "You have 2 fouls to give. Remember that." And that's how. Remember when they fouled Ali with the 13 seconds?
Yeah.
That was a smart. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, me and you in a million years we don't realize that. By the way.
Never. Come on, bro. We don't know how to call timeout on an inbounds play.
Huh?
We don't know how to call timeout on an inbounds play when there's no one to inbound to.
I forget
Last
that
year's
even
Bro, I
draft.
don't understand why these guys run away from the inbound. Like, that reminds me, on our team, nobody wants to inbound the basketball.
Oh yeah.
Me and you are like strictly prohibited from inbounding the basketball. What are they doing? Calabas is always somewhere else, bro.
Alright, week 2 predictions?
Yeah, round 2 predictions. Getting into it, 7:30 court 1, baby. Run it back. Week 3 PTSD
You guys
flashbacks.
know.
You got any week 3 flashbacks, bro?
We gave them the one in the regular season. They needed it, or they were going to be 500 haram in there. So we've been over this, bro. Moose is back from...
Crazy. It's crazy that like 8 weeks later, the salt is still the salt. Wow.
Oh, Moose is back from Morocco. He spent 2 weeks in the desert, training Rocky and Creed style with the hammer. I actually saw a video. He was with the tire, and he had the hammer and everything. It was literally that and couscous. That's all he did in Morocco, I swear. And Shafiq, he was busy playing in the U.S. Open. He actually subbed in for Rafael Nadal because Rafael Nadal got injured. Shafiq. The guy's a star athlete, bro. He went and played tennis.
Yeah.
Now he's going to come
That's
back.
DPOY. That's
Let him
DPOY.
with the
Yo,
tennis, bro.
that's DPOY.
Yeah, he got nothing to worry about.
Come on, bro.
Saying, bro.
Now, but on a serious note, though, we're going into this game. Jihad coming in at 60%. Hamza has one hand to shoot the basketball, so we really gotta lock in this game. While all seriousness, bro. Like we can't start off slow. We gotta do everything, bro. I'm sure everybody.
I hear you, brother.
We really gotta lock in,
I hear
bro.
you. I hear you.
It's good because if it took 30 and 32 to beat Suba, bro, it's gonna take 40
More
and
than
40
that,
to beat these guys. Bro.
It's really gonna be a Kyrie LeBron
Yeah, bro.
this time.
Yeah, and especially with these guys and denying us the sub for God knows why.
It's not good, bro. It's not good.
Well,
It's not good what's going to happen.
depending on, if I'm being objective here, depending on what team we bring, so if we come with a hobbled Jihad and a hobbled Hamza and us two, I see it's definitely going to be hard for me to predict that we win, but
Big mountain to climb.
Mountain, that's
sure.
That's
Whatever
what I
you
said.
wanna call it.
What is it?
Burj Khalifa.
That's what we have to climb,
Mountain
bro.
is bigger than that.
Dog,
But-
that is true.
Right.
But
Saudi Arabia connected it with the Jeddah
So,
Riyadh.
come on, that's why, bro.
Not
Lock
locked
it
in.
straight, please,
Geography,
Alcaz.
bro.
Please. What does he know about
He's
it?
wearing a polo.
Come on.
Like, be serious.
Freaking nerd.
You guys thought the field was
these are
that
two different
last
countries,
week.
bro. But whatever.
Where's Riyadh?
No, Riyadh and Jeddah are in the same country.
Oh, so
Dubai-
of course, that's what we was talking
Okay,
about.
but Dubai is in another country, bro.
Bro, Dubai, Saudi,
man,
it's
same
all the
thing.
same.
احنا طب احكي احد we have احد to climb احسن لك.
It's
It's better for me to say we have.
No,
we have
I'm more of a fan of the Appalachian Nines. You guys know.
yeah, the Appalachians.
You know about the
I'm like, if
Appalachians.
Ahad popped into my head, I would have been impressed by myself. That was all I thought of. This game is cooked. Be serious. If Riyadh score anything less than 10 points, I'll figure out something to do on. If we win by anything less than 10, I'll figure out something to do on the podcast next week.
Okay.
There,
We
that's
do
the
have,
deal. That's the deal.
we do gotta do a lot.
Shafiq promised me, yo, Hassan's not scoring more than 15 points. That's what Shafiq told me, bro. And that's DPOY, so that's all I can say.
Yeah, we're about to go in there with.
Ahmed, do you want to give your take since, these guys are going to be biased?
No, I'm good.
That was biased take. I said objective take.
Dog, we're like I was telling you about it the other day. You know what we are right now? We're like remember 2 seasons ago in the Champions League when Real Madrid was down.
Yeah,
What was it? What was the aggregate? Like 3-1 or something?
Yeah, 4-1, 3-1 on Man City.
Yeah, bro. And then you saw the statistic. It was like 99% to 1. That's how we're going into the game right now. They got to 99. We got the 1%. But you know who ended up winning though?
Oh yeah.
The 1%.
Oh yeah,
So
baby.
let's just hope. Like we
This is
just
like
gotta
Patriots
watch it, bro.
Falcons.
I'm about to be locked in. But I'm about to, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If I have this much space, wallets flying. How about like this? Just this.
Don't give him that much space.
Just this. Wallets flying. Bro, I'm shooting 40 shots. Khalas. If you saw I shot a lot against Suba, bro, this game is. My percentages
How many
to the
times did you
game.
get? 21?
Against Suba?
Yeah, how many times?
No, I was talking about the last time I played Suba.
Oh.
When I
35.
had- Yeah, 35. I'm gonna shoot 35 again, bro.
Week 2, second game, Timbuktu
Timbuktu,
Sarajevo.
The Sarajevo Killers.
This game is pretty interesting, but are they? Yeah, they are the
They beat
Sarajevo
'em.
Killers.
Beat 'em
now.
in
Cruz
the
also
season.
beat him too, though.
Yeah.
Well, one of the Sarajevo Killers. One of 3. Wow. That's great.
But I think Timbuktu's the scariest team in the league to play right
I'm
now.
looking at the wrong team.
Because Timbuktu is hot, they're clicking on all cylinders. Shazab and Mohamed have figured out how to play off of each other. Hobby's come back and felt good.
Whatever team beats them probably wins.
Like Ahmed's knee starting to feel a little bit better. Ed started to come the last 3 games in a row. Khalid's playing good. Yeah, I think Timbuktu's the scariest team in the league to play right now.
They are like a defensive nightmare for anyone. Like you don't want to run into them just because you know you're gonna have a hard time.
Defensive
regardless.
nightmare, 5 competent basketball players.
Passion.
Wallah, for the badge.
Yes, sir.
Probably right now the hottest scorer in the league. The way Shazab's been playing mad, barking.
The last 2 or 3 weeks, yeah.
It's going to be tough. And they already beat Sarajevo once. I know it was a really close game and it came down to the wire and there was a couple of jersey penalties and it could have went any other different way. And Sarajevo's a really tough team. At the end of the day, you got Mana, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see any scenario where Sarajevo wins. I just don't see it.
Really?
I don't see it.
That's crazy
that is-
take.
Well, I don't see
Saying
it.
any scenario.
This is why I do
I
think...
don't see. I don't even. Bro, if Mana drops 40.
I do think Mana's pulling up like 25 shots this game.
Oh, okay.
I do
To that
think
point.
that's gonna happen.
Okay. You're saying that. That just takes me back to last season. Man, if you just heard what he just said, please just take the smart ones. Don't let it get to your head. Thank you very much. Continue on.
But this is going to be tough.
I don't see.
It's gonna be tough.
I don't see it.
If Timbuktu-
I can't see a combination of events.
This is the thing, right? Timbuktu can take away all of Sarajevo's guard play, right, with their defenders. But then Mana would be kind of open in the middle, and then it would be on Deeb and Khalid to double team Mana and see what they could do there. But I do agree with Hassan. I feel like Timbuktu's got the edge by a pretty decent amount.
Yeah, like head and shoulders.
Now that I think about it a lot more.
Like I don't see a scenario where. Look, if I had to choose, who would I rather see? I'd rather see Sarajevo.
but-
so I hope Sarajevo wins.
See,
But
that goes to Timbuktu's point,
There's
bro.
no
But
way
literally-
Timbuktu loses, bro. There's no
Mana
way.
alone, he does such a good job on defense, blocking the rim and being such a presence that, Mohamed and Shazab and all of them, they're going to have to hit some perimeter shots because they're not going to get that much at the rim going. It happened last time, too. Shazab was he had an off shooting night and Mohamed didn't have the greatest game, I think. So, Mana by himself definitely
Is enough to slow them
is
down.
enough to
to
slow
a
them
certain
down.
extent.
And then, Morayan or Ahmed or
Ra'ed.
somebody hits Ra'ed, too.
Yeah.
They're gonna have their hands full, with Ra'ed and Mana and everything. I just think Timbuktu has a little bit more talent, so I think Timbuktu wins by 4.
Yeah.
I give it
4-3. Doesn't matter.
I give
Timbuktu.
it to Sarajevo at the end of the day simply
I'll be
because
baffled, bro.
simply because I think Sarajevo plays good defense to begin with themselves, and at the end of the day, they really don't the last game was by 1. They lost by 1 point.
Yeah, they were without
Sarajevo.
Hobby.
They lost by 1 point.
Sarajevo had a
That's
full
true.
squad.
That's true. But I don't think that changes what's gonna happen to Mana.
But
And Mana played well. He shot efficiently, and I think that's because
Sure,
second chance
but-
points are gonna come easy. For
I
him.
don't think
Right,
they're gonna
right,
stop
right,
There's
him.
no one anywhere near his
But
height.
their numbers were the guards. Sarajevo, whoever scored a lot was definitely gonna score less.
I don't think they're gonna stop.
Whoever
Mana.
did well. Oh, I gotta click the game. Okay, let's see who scored. Oh wow, it's really their bigs that did.
No, it's Mana. No,
That makes
Well,
sense.
that's
It
been
makes
the
a lot
story.
of sense.
That's been the story the last 3 games though.
So they gotta buy into that. So and I think they will. It makes sense for them to.
They can't. They'll still do it. I do think Mana's gonna have a great game, and I still think they'll probably put up his 14 to 16. I just think adding Hobby makes a pretty big difference.
It does. Okay, but at the
makes
same
it
time,
so much
and-
more annoying.
I'm not gonna-
Dribbling up
It's
the
very
basketball,
if Timbuktu has an off shooting night, I could definitely see Sarajevo beat.
Yeah,
him.
I was gonna say that. Now I see a scenario.
That's what I'm trying- that's the
exactly.
only thing I'm
The only way I see it is Shazib does one of his games where he
Shwait.
can't hit it. Yeah.
Trade job.
He can't hit a shot. He
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do all that. I think
Yeah.
they'll lose. I think that's the only scenario.
Straight.
But the thing is, I think they have good enough defense to win them the game off straight defense.
Trade
Yeah.
Shazab special.
That offense and good defense can win you games.
And
have Ahmed Shaban on the court, so that's one weak link.
Well, look convinced. Wow.
He said weak link. He
That's
said
not
weak
weak
link.
link.
He said weak link.
That's the weakest. That's the fattest link too.
And you know what word on the street is?
That's a glaring weak link.
You know what they were saying, right? They were talking trash in the chat, and per sources, Ahmed Shaban's going to guard Ra'ad Saleh this game. This is what I heard, bro.
All right, well, I got Sarajevo.
If that's the
2.
case, if Ahmed guards Ra'ad for 40 minutes,
He might have career high. He might have 30 points. He won't.
Never know.
That's not Charles Barkley.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, if that's the case, Sarajevo probably by 10.
But you say Timbuktu.
I got
officially.
Timbuktu by 4.
Timbuktu officially. Sarajevo by 2.
No way
officially.
Timbuktu loses. But Timbuktu can win it all.
All right,
Yeah.
the third
Yeah,
game,
Kabul.
8:30, court 1, Kabul Medina.
This is a
It's
good game
another
too.
interesting game, bro. Very interesting. So Moose is gonna guard
Mustafa's gonna have to guard Mahruz.
Mahruz, which
Gonna
I
have
do
I'm not
think
gonna
is
lie.
gonna
He's gonna
be.
do a good job.
That's
bro.
gonna be
Yeah,
tougher.
wow.
It's because
This could actually. Wow.
This could be
Now
an
that I'm
upset.
thinking about it, they
This
could
could be
actually
an
win
upset.
this.
This
Well,
is
they can
tough.
do
This
it.
could be an upset.
They
Moose
can
is
do it,
strong.
bro.
This is.
Wow.
This could be an upset.
like
Wow. They can. What they can
Because-
do
okay,
it
so
now that I'm
outside-
thinking
so-
about
so
it.
Who's gonna get some
Mahruz.
tough buckets, bro?
So outside of Mahruz, you have
Sinjar.
Sinjar, right? Who's gonna guard Sinjar?
Charkis probably.
No,
No.
I wouldn't put
Is it
Charkis on
Jaime?
him. Maybe Jaime. There's someone I'm forgetting. I feel like I'm Medina. No, not really. They have another guard outside of Musli.
It's just Jaime Musri.
They have the two guards.
Sully
Solid.
subs in and out.
Okay, so this is a potential big game from Sinjar, right?
It could be potential big game.
This
for
could be
Sinjar, yeah.
because like Jaime is not your ideal matchup for Sinjar, just in terms of like,
Yeah, but it's kind of like you said. I don't
Speed
know
and
if like Eggy is gonna help and like double or something, or how Bilad's
But
gonna
you
go
can't.
through.
But you can't because you have Musli and Charkis out there. Wait.
That's
I'm
what
looking
I'm
at the opposite way
saying,
around. I mean, because then you have Ilyas and
Yeah, I agree with you.
so
But
it's not that simple. And Dirty is the other person.
yes, and dirty, yeah. But whoever's guarding whoever I forgot the big man's name. Amar Abatiya or something. I don't know if they're gonna double Sinjar or if they won't or how, because Amar Abatiya tends to stay in the paint. So if you stay in the paint, you're gonna give an extra body.
I mean, yeah,
push.
there's definitely
things like that. That could happen. But yeah, go. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely people on Medina
Trying to think.
that like you could put Amar, like someone like Amar, like a good defender, a good size defender. You could put him on so he could just help. There's definitely that
Like
options.
my point is, they have some bodies. Like
Yeah.
who's at 30 and 20 on us because all of us are pretty small. But like Eggy and Jaime and Moose and Sufyan all boxing out. They all box out. So like I think it's gonna be a pretty tough matchup in the paint. That's like what I'm trying to.
Okay, so now who's gonna guard Amir?
Nobody guarding that brother. I mean, Sinjar's gonna guard him, and then I'm sure, like just like how we said they're gonna help off. There's gonna be some screen and roll helping off on certain guys. It's gonna be a tactical battle.
Oh, shoot, man!
It's gonna be a tactical battle between
man.
Bilal Bassi and Coach Ahmad Mustafa.
Yeah.
I'm sure two Giants fans.
Two Giants.
That both took a 40-0 L.
Same exactly.
So do you really want to take advice from either of these men right now? I don't know.
I mean, I think Ahmad is the more level-headed guy. So
If we were to say, right, like Charkis cancels out like Mahruz and Sinjar or something like that, right? It would fall on those guys that we mentioned before.
oh shoot, they versed each
This
other
is-
before.
this is the game that Bilal
This
hit
is
the
the
two
game.
threes.
This is the game that Kabul lost.
This is the game Bilal hit the 2 threes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they're a different team now. So.
They're
They are a different team, but like I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking like Kabul
And
is like way better.
I
Just,
do
like,
think
why do I have this in my head that Kabul is like a tier
Well,
here and then
because
Medina's here?
Kabul was still like Kabul figured themselves out later in the season, and Kabul kind of had that game. I remember that game, but at the end, Bilal hit those. Those were the only 2 shots Bilal hit in the whole game, and he ended up winning the game.
No, so my point here is it crazy for me to say Medina upset?
No, it's not crazy.
Well,
it's
when
gonna
I'm
be
seeing
close game.
that, I'm like,
I was
shoot,
gonna
it's
say
not.
Medina too. I'm
It's
not.
not.
I think it's
I'm
on.
winning Medina here.
The pressure is on Dirty and Ilyas because those 2 guys are gonna get a lot of shots and they're gonna have to hit them. And some games they have hit them. Like last week, Mo Dirty had 17, and the first couple weeks Ilyas was having 12, and then the last like 3 weeks Ilyas hasn't been able to hit a shot.
Yeah.
And Mo Dirty's been somewhat hot. So if they get one of them to have 15 points, I think Kabul will win. But if both of them are cold, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I think it's pretty simple. Kabul. I mean, if Mahruz can't let Moose shut him down, that is out of the question.
That's what I'm like. That's
He-
what I'm
he
thinking.
can't have him
about.
shut
I'm
him
trying
down,
to see how
but-
Mahruz gonna.
But I think regardless, Moose is gonna give him more trouble than maybe like 8 of the other teams.
I agree. I agree too.
Not
So-
that he's gonna shut him down, but remember in your game when like Mahruz was getting hacked crazy
Yeah.
and like it was starting to get into his head a little, and then like he wasn't getting to the line as much as he thought he should have. I think it's gonna be one of those games where he's getting hacked a lot. So is that gonna make him not want to drive as much because it's not that easy, and then kind of get them out of the flow? I don't know, but I'm gonna take. Wow, that's a tough one.
I'm gonna take Medina here by 5. Not by the number doesn't really matter, but Medina. I'm taking Medina. I'm really liking. I think they have the perfect matchup for Kabul.
This is tough, though.
Yeah, because
Because we're forgetting people like Mo Musli's on that team.
Exactly.
I know,
there's
like I'm
issues,
thinking, like,
bro.
all right, let's say like Amir Charkis, these guys double Amir Charkis, but we've been saying that the whole year, like, oh, double Amir Charkis, double Amir Charkis. Like Sinjar's gonna guard him, like press him up high. I don't know how. But also, Sinjar will have a really tough time guarding Amir, bro. Amir's really big for like a guy his size.
Yeah,
he's
for-
really
yeah,
strong.
Yeah, he's strong. Yeah, I know.
Like he's.
I think it comes down to if
I just don't know if Medina has enough offensive firepower. But yeah, go.
no, Medina definitely has enough firepower.
Really?
That's what I
offensive
think it is.
firepower
They got, like,
between
3
Mustafa,
people
Mo
and 15
Musli,
plus.
and Amir Charkis. They definitely have enough offensive firepower.
They probably got
But-
more firepower than them.
But Kabul is it's like if Mahruz is going too if Mahruz is going too slow, if Mahruz is not going giving us the 20 points that like we're so used to or whatever it is, or efficiently doing that. Like outside of Sinjar, there's so little help in comparison to be like Ilyas and Dirty are like they're good role players and whatnot, but they're
Well
not solid
established.
options. Yeah.
I think this game is going to be very ugly. Like, this game could be like 50 to 46 type ugly. Less, maybe. Like some 48 to 44.
Well, it's
That's
gonna be
how
the same
ugly
thing.
I think it's going to be.
I got Medina. I don't know.
It's tough
A
on
very
the
close game though. Very, very, very close game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Medina too, just by a little. But it's bro. It might as well be. It's the same as saying Kabul. It's the same thing. It'll be a close game, bro. It doesn't matter.
The only way like talking about scenarios like the last game, the only way I see Medina losing is if the role players like outside of like the main defenders just do like a horrible job on like the slashing of Ilyas and that type of thing. And Sinjar, of course. Sinjar's like the ultimate slasher.
Kabul scares me a little bit because they go like in and out. Kabul never play like a consistent 40 minutes.
Alright, we gotta make a
I'm gonna
prediction.
take Kabul by 2.
Okay, there we go.
You
Alright.
said who?
Kabul by 2.
Well, he has to. We never go through.
Okay.
Got no choice after
No,
that.
but you said Kabul.
Man,
No, I
Lagos.
said
Oh, you said Medina, but you said it could have been. Okay, yeah. Alright, Amman Lagos.
No, unless he does what he did last season, when it was 11 out of 12 threes.
I'll be honest.
That's it.
For-
I'm actually about to go look at that game.
which is a very not
Because-
not an out of this world take.
It's not out of
It's
this
not
world.
out of this world
but
at all.
Something tells me that Farhad is about to have 30 this game and just go crazy again.
I don't know. I remember the last time they played each other.
30 points. What?
The last time they played, Lagos won by like 11, but it was close for
I think it
a
went
good
into
majority of the
overtime.
game. Maybe, but I know it was close for a good majority of the game.
The last time they played each other, was it the game that Joe Capone like?
I think it was Amr Hussein just took off at some point.
But
That
this
game.
was the game. You guys remember the game where Joe Capone like missed the open 3 and then he missed a layup like back to back and they were
Oh,
really
it
close
might
to
have
winning.
been. It might have
I
been.
think that
That
might
was
have-
this game?
I think that
Nah,
might have been this
I don't
game.
know.
It was either this one or Timbuktu. I don't remember, but there was a game like that.
Yeah, this was the game that I think this was Amr Hussein breakout game this season.
But I remember there was a game where
I don't think it was that one.
Joe Capone went.
No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. It was Tehran. It was Tehran the first game, I'm pretty sure. Did they play Tehran in the regular season? Amman. Okay, I'm tripping.
Denying you.
No, bro. Like I'm
Denying you.
almost positive. Like because if
tripping.
you look at the stats in this one, Joe Capone had 5 for 16, and I remember us being like, "Oh, Joe Capone had a little bit of an off shooting night, but he literally missed an open 3 and an open layup, and it would have been 8 for 16." Okay, I think Lagos are gonna push the break, and I think they might play a little bit too fast, and I don't know if Ahmed has the answers to that.
That's what it comes down to. Is Amman gonna play good enough defense?
Because-
If they play it like just
Yeah.
enough defense, it doesn't need to be crazy defense. Just enough defense. I could definitely see them winning.
Because if Farhad is bringing the ball up like with pace like he usually does, and he's finding shooters and he's finding Koyas on the cuts and stuff, I think it's gonna be way too hard for Ahmed to guard, and I think Lagos will win by like 8 to 10 points.
I don't say I'm not winning unless Joe Capone has 30. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or a coach comes out of retirement.
That's
Coach
it.
Capone.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
it. That's it. That's it.
I mean,
I don't see
as
it.
much as I want to be different,
I think
it's hard for me
tough.
to be different. I'm gonna give it to Lagos, but not by much. I think by 2 or 3.
they have puncher's chance.
Yeah, they really do. They really do. So we're not counting a man out at all. Like, they really do have a chance.
They have Pereira Adesanya, the UFC fighters.
Or Strickland somehow.
Well,
no, Strickland.
That was like
that
that was.
the odds were
But like
6, whatever.
nobody
Minus 600,
expected
yeah.
Pereira to beat
Almost
Adesanya,
bet on
but
that.
Pereira ended up
Yeah,
knocking
yeah,
out.
yeah.
So it's like one of those. So it'll be interesting.
But yeah, that
That's
would wrap
it.
up
That wraps up the pod.
for this week.
I should bet.
So that.
Man.